Hello and welcome to today's video, and I'm rather pleased to have actually got hold of these rather nice Ferguson brochures. We've got a range of brochures that goes from 1979 all the way to 1988. So we cover pretty much the whole of the 80s and the Ferguson range. This one obviously just covers the audio range, but let's take a look and see what sort of audio technology you could get from Ferguson in 1979. In fact, to be exact, is there an actual date on this? Some of them do have sort of like a month and year marker, which actually sort of tells you what month in the year this was actually published. And I don't think this one does, unfortunately, so we're just going to have to assume that we're looking at 1979, and we are looking at quite a nice range of separates and also music centres as well, such as this rather snazzy Ferguson 3922 Studio 50. So let's have a close look at this one. That is the 3971. We have the 3921 40D, the 3928, which is rather nice, the 3922, and in the separates we got the 3934. Can't really see that on the camera, but the 3934 there. We got the 3949, the 3926 Dolby Cassiva, which is basically a cassette player with built-in receiver and amplifier, and the 3925 Cassiva, again similar sort of thing. On the other side, we have a range of rather nice looking portable items. So we've got the portable cassette recorder. We got this little digital electronic clock radio, which is rather nice. That's very nice, actually. Especially that top one there, the 3196. That would look very good in the bedroom. A little range of portable radios. A little portable radio with a LCD clock and alarm clock. Then we got our portable cassette recorders. Got a little stereo cassette recorder there, and its bigger brother. And then we also got our range of accessories that we can have. And then down here we got all of the relevant technical specifications, which let's see if we can get those in and slowly work our way up. And over to the other side. And there we go. It's actually quite so it does hurt your arms after a little while holding that up. So let's put it back together again. See if we can fold it down correctly. That looks like it's going fairly well so far. Might have to go. No, that's folding the wrong way that way. So feels like it works. This does that, and that. There we go. So that is one from 1979. Let's get on to the interesting one, which I like, is when we start looking at the televisions. So this is from 1981, TV, video and audio. So let's start off with looking at this particular manual. Actually, we're going to go for a courtesy zoom in, I think. So let's bring that to about there. And there we go, perfect. So you can see everything. So we've got the slogan down here, the best picture of all time. And it's basically, this seems to be one of the original brochures covering the TX range. So we've got the TX9 portables here, so our basic 14-inch portables, the original TX9s. A couple of 14-inch portables, one with the remote there, both in two different colours, the grey and the white, which was very on trend for the time. Then we move up the range to our 16-inch portables, and also this 18-inch Colorstar transportable. So really, with this 18-inch set, you're getting into the region of a set for, say, a smaller room or a portable main set, so to speak. So this could still be portable, you could still take it around the house, but it would also serve as a good sized main set as well, especially with that 18-inch tube. Very nice practical looking little set, and still using the TX9 chassis. Then we get up to our 20-inch Colorstars. These are also using the TX9 chassis as well. And we start to go further up in the range to the 22-inch Colorstars, and these ones use the TX10 chassis, and it actually specifies the type of tube it uses, because this was, this was high technology at the time. The 30AX 110 degree inline tube, so in other words that's an A56 540X self-converging tube, quite possibly the high point of the traditional goldfish bowl type tubes. Very good tube in the right chassis, and it really did give quite a good account for itself in the Ferguson TX10 home that it found itself in here. It was available in a range of specifications, from your most basic push button up to your remote control set there. Then you got the monsters, the 26-inch Colorstars. You can tell these are earlier ones because they've got the complete wood fascia front, as you can see here. Later ones have just a grey front, so it's quite nice to see a brochure with, with the early looking sets in there. And also they don't have the standard video recorder type stand, if that makes sense. They have the more traditional solo stand. And then we get on to a new development, teletext. This was very new in 1981, and a very big thing was made about teletext throughout the 1980s, and certainly in the early 80s. Now, what's quite nice about this is this model here, the 3796. I believe it's a TX10. But the big thing about it is it comes in this rather nice cabinet, which was still fashionable in some circles, certainly in the early 80s, although there was a move away from the TV being the focal point of a room to sort of a more slimline setup such as this. But still a very nice piece of furniture to have nonetheless. I would have had one. In fact, I would still have one, to be honest, if I had the room. And the thing is, black and white was still very much a thing as well, certainly in the portable range. So you could get a range of 12 and 14-inch monochrome portables. And interestingly, these 20 and 24-inch monochrome sets, so you could still get quite a large tube size in black and white. Now, what's interesting about these is, I believe, when I sort of looked forward in the brochures, these were still appearing exactly the same sets in the brochure a few years down the line. So they really did get their money's worth out of this particular series of set. Also here, a nice little graphic giving you the difference between a 90-degree tube and a 110-degree tube, so the deflection angle there. 110 meaning much narrower case, more slimline. 90-degree, obviously a fatter back. So on the sets, the colour sets, the 20-inch and below were 90-degree tubes. The 22-inch, unless it had the TX9 chassis, the 22-inch and 26-inch were using the more slimline 110-degree setup. It's one of the reasons why Bang & Olufsen sets from the 1980s really took advantage of that narrower tube and actually shaped the case to follow the tube profile, meaning that certain Bang & Olufsen sets look really slimline. More sort of run-of-the-mill sets like Ferguson's didn't really go in for the whole design aesthetic. I mean, they do look nice, but they were built to a certain price. So the backs that these used were not made of any sort of complex mouldings. They were sort of just quite uniform. But it did mean there was quite a lot of airspace within the chassis and within the case itself. So they were in operation quite reliable. Rarely got that hot, to be honest with you. And specifications here. It is interesting that the power consumption, where it says 70 watts for the colour television sets, is actually measured with the television turned on, but with effectively zero beam current, so basically a black screen, effectively. So the sets were on, the tube was up and running, but there was just a blank, I guess a blank raster being displayed on the screen. And then we got the TX accessories. So you could get this hi-fi speaker, which you could couple with the television. You could get an audio socket, which would plug into the back of this, or be fitted to the back of the set, and allow you to pump the set audio out to a music centre or this rather snazzy-looking speaker amplifier. And you could get from the factory and from your Ferguson dealer a video/audio socket, which gave you effectively baseband video and audio, so composite video and audio. So direct video input socket gives improved video signal. Direct output socket allows off-air video recording on portable recorder via TV tuner. 5-pin audio DIN audio socket gives similar facilities as the TA120. So TA120 there. And then we come on to a recently new development, video recorders. Now, Ferguson plumped all of their eggs into the VHS basket, and they had a nice tie-up with JVC at the time, which meant they had access to quite a nice range of high-quality video cassette recorders, including the base model 3V22, which is a renewed 3V00, the 3V16 VideoStar Deluxe recorder, which had many deluxe features such as the slow motion and the remote control. Very nice deck. Very nice indeed, actually. Very good quality deck, that one. All the way up to the 3V23. An all-electronic video cassette recorder with multifunction remote control, ×2 playback, slow motion, and, quite unusual for the time, audio on the ×2 mode. So you would get the video playing back at double speed, but also the audio playing back at double speed as well. Quite unique for the era. And then we come on to the 3V24, little portable video cassette recorder with the 3V25 tuner module and the 3V26 battery pack charger and the little wired remote. The 3V20, which obviously couples to this particular video recorder, fully portable, so you can take it with you when you're out filming. The camera combo and video combo were fairly popular with sort of amateur video recorders and semi-professional markets, and this actually provided a very good competitor for the later Sony F1 Betamax combo. This was actually competing against an earlier Sony Betamax portable, which was fairly quickly replaced with the SL-F1, which added a number of features and had a number of different peripherals that could be connected, including a PCM audio module, which was quite interesting for the time, very advanced for the time. But this was another direct clone of a JVC version. In fact, it looks pretty much identical to the JVC version, bar the badging. And Ferguson also shared the JVC platform with companies like Nordmend, Telefunken, Sabre, etc. Plus all of the UK rental brands again, which were originating from Thorn, as does the Ferguson brand. Then we've got our VideoStar accessories here, all of the various accessories that were available. And then we come into the audio range. So the audio range very similar to 1979, to be honest. The Cassivas haven't changed all that much. You do have this option of just a bog standard stereo record player with actually what looks like quite a nice tone arm assembly and a full-size turntable as well, just the thing for playing your records. Audio quality, I'm not sure what it sounded like. I think it was probably okay for the time, to be honest. Certainly far better than some of those small generic suitcase-like portable things that you have nowadays. I mean, at least this one has got a proper tone arm with the adjustment weight on the back of it. I would much rather play my LPs and singles on this than one of those more modern items that seem to have become very popular these days with the vinyl revolution. I hate the term vinyl, it's a record. Yes, it is made of vinyl or some form of plastic, but it's a record. It's a record, it's an LP, it's a single. Anyway, rant over, so to speak. Then we come on to our music centres. This one looks rather nice. That one's also got Dolby noise reduction as well, which is a nice little feature. I think I'd probably go, mainly because the number is higher than 100, I'd probably go for the 300D Music Centre. Rather nice little setup there. Nicely weighted tone arm. Then we got the Hi-Fi System 15, looks rather nice with its 15 watts RMS. Dolby noise reduction, twin VU meters. Chrome, ferric and ferrichrome switching on the tape deck there, rather pleasant. Also comes in this rather snazzy cabinet as well, so you've got space for your records, your headphones, and anything else that you may want to put in there. And also a nice pair of tower block style speakers, which promise probably more than they actually give. But that would still look great in the living room. As would the System 20 and my personal favourite, the System 25. Just look at that. Lots of VU meter action going on, all lit in the background with a standard bulb, the record player there in its own little compartment, space for your tapes and your records and your headphones, nice big pair of speakers. That would look great in the living room. Also, pretty good specification-wise as well, actually, the Hi-Fi System 25. But I also quite like these cute little small ones as well. The Hi-Fi System 30, it's like a little mini system, and the Hi-Fi System 40, again a little mini system there as well. I'm not certain, but I have a feeling all of these were cloned from JVC's range. So I do have a feeling that, yeah, there may have been JVC clones as well, which at the time when JVC was producing quality stuff, not a bad thing. Then got our little portable radios and clock radios. Coming through again, some more clock radios, more portable cassette recorders there. More portable cassette recorders, and quite possibly my favourite radio cassette recorder here, the Revolver. I really want to get one of these. On one side you've got the speaker and the tuner. Turn it around, you've got the cassette deck. What a great little deck. Complete with carry handle and an aerial as well. Fantastic. Really like this, and would quite like to get hold of one. That's the 3T12 Revolver. Then you got the little radio cassette recorders there. That one there looks very similar to the one in the 1979 catalogue, albeit a slightly different fascia. You got more of sort of the grey style coming in with the early 80s. The digital display there for the tuner, the twin VU meters. That one has Dolby noise reduction as well, which was pretty good. And it also has ferric chrome or metal tape switching as well, which is quite handy. Just the job for quality recordings on that one there. It has sockets for external mic phono input, which is useful, and extension speakers, so you can actually plug in, say, another cassette player into this and do some tape-to-tape dubbing. Always handy. Then we come through to this rather interesting little thing, the TV radio cassette recorder, the 3T14. Has a 3-inch television. It has long, medium and VHF radio. Has a cassette player and an illuminated LCD quartz clock timer with sleep facility, apparently. That's nice. Now we've got the audio and TV accessories, all available from your fully stocked Ferguson dealer, and the audio specifications in the back here. And there we go. And there you would have had the dealer stamp and address. This one is quite nicely free of that actually, which is quite pleasant. So we've covered the very early 1980s. Now, incidentally, I was talking earlier about the date marker. If you look here, you can see that this was May 1981. So this one was a mid-year brochure. The next one that we're going to look at in the next video is this one. And this one is dated 983. And you'll be able to see some interesting developments in this one. And really sort of an idea of the, gives us an idea of the direction that Ferguson were going during this sort of period in the early 1980s. Anyway, that is for next time. For the moment, thank you very much for watching. I hope you found this video interesting. If you have, don't forget to hit the like button, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, see you soon.